guys, it's YayKay. So, I have a Victoza shot update. So what's going on is with during COVID, a lot of states helped people with their health insurance and things like that. So we have MNsure, M-N-S-U-R-E, Minnesota Shore. You know, they call it MNsure. Clever. But anyway, I went through MNsure during the pandemic, and because like being someone who only works part-time jobs, I don't have benefits or anything like that, and most places don't even offer them, even if you are full-time. But anyway, at least in the industries I work in. But anywho, so I was on this MNsure for the last 3 years. And of course now it's ending because the pandemic is, over, and so COVID's still here, but it's, not as the crippling thing it was when it first started. So they're kicking out like the program or whatever, so they're not giving you like the benefits that they were giving you depending on your income. That's kind of how they figured it out. You'd report your income to them, and then they would decide if they could help you out or not. So that program has ended as of like the 1st of January, which, I'm not mad about it, because they gave me health insurance for like I got the best rate on health insurance forever. And it was, it's 3 years worth. 3 years of great health insurance. I had that embolization surgery during that time. I had a sleep apnea test and a bunch of other stuff. I spent some of the state's money, you know what I mean? And it's because I needed it, not because I was milking the system. But it was just good timing on my part, where it was like, yeah, there's this stuff I got to do, and I got it done. And luckily, I got a huge coupon on it. So thanks to the programs that help us folks kind of focus on life instead of having to wonder how we're going to go to the doctor. So thank you for that service for the last 3 years. It was a godsend, don't get me wrong, because I think it was in prescriptions alone, I think I saved $8,000. Because it was Walgreens would tell you this is how much money you've saved using insurance. It was like $8,000, because with the Victoza shots, all the surgery and after meds and all that kind of stuff, that stuff gets real spendy real quick. But anywho, so that program has been kaput. So what you do, most of us, for people who've done it or wanted to do it, so you'd go to MNsure and you'd re-report your income, right? So you'd re-report your yearly income, and then they still are giving me a discounted rate. So depending on how much I make a year, blah blah blah. So they give me a certain, they're covering a certain amount of my health insurance still, but it's not, I was paying like $9. So basically I had to go health insurance shopping, and I haven't done health insurance shopping since college, which was in like the early 2000s. So it was kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing. So basically the MNsure would just kind of let you check boxes, like, do you want to go to a certain doctor, or there's certain drugs that you want hopefully covered if you go with this health insurance. So I picked one that I want to keep my doctor, because I've been working with her for the last, I don't know, however many years. And it's hard to find somebody who remembers who you are. Even by reading your charts, sometimes doctors have a hard time because there's so many patients, knowing exactly where they're at. So, you basically have to find that I want to keep my same doctor. So I want to keep my same doctor. I also I'm on a high blood pressure pill that I need to be on. I also have birth control, because YayKay doesn't want kids anymore, because I don't mind. I'm hoping my future boo has kids, but I don't want to birth a child. I'm in the ages where they call it a geriatric pregnancy, and honestly, that toddler would run into the streets and die, because I cannot keep up with a kid. You'd be like, come here, kid. Come here. Oh, it's over. I had a child for 8 months. They're so fast that I would have to have him on one of those leashes. I'd have to be the leash mom to be keep him alive, because they're so fast. I can't pick up a kid and carry him around. Anyway, you get the idea. But anyway, so birth control, high blood pressure meds. So I also clicked the Victoza button, and I was like, I I would like to also keep my Victoza. So I picked a health insurance that in theory had all those things. And I think I had like 10 choices with all those boxes checked. And I was like, well, now which one do I pick? So they're all different prices, blah, blah, blah. And I'm approved for like the silver status from like what the state is going to help pay or whatever. So I picked the silver one. It's like $160 a month or something like that. So I was like, okay, I'll pick that one. Could have gone cheaper, but I was like, I feel like you get to like the deductible stuff, and this one seemed like the best one for a deductible without it being crazy. Anyway, so I had to learn a little bit about that. So anyway, I picked a health insurance, and I needed to do a Victoza refill. So of course, I go through the process of updating the health insurance and whatnot. And I sent it through, and it was declined. And I was like, ah, poop. So Walgreens said that it was declined because we were previously using it as a pre-diabetes treatment, but this insurance that I picked won't cover it unless it's diabetes approved. Like if you have diabetes, you could get it covered, but because I don't have diabetes, it's not covered. So, and my inkling, this is my guess from what my doctor had told me. So my doctor, I saw her like January 6th or something like that. And she said in the new year, a lot of insurances, there was like, if you had heard my other videos, there were the ones that you can take daily, and then there are ones that you can take weekly. And I couldn't get the ones that could become weekly because it was, the demand was so high, people couldn't keep it in stock. So I was doing the daily one just because I could at least get that filled. Couldn't get it at the dose that I was supposed to have because it only goes up to 1.8. Victoza only goes up to 1.8 for that brand. But there was some other one that starts with an S that goes to 3.0, and that was what I was supposed to have. But again, I'd rather have a Victoza 1.8 I can get versus a 3.0 I can't get because it's always out of stock. So anywho, so because I'm not diabetic, full diabetic, I do not get that covered under this insurance. And my inkling is that she had told me at my doctor's appointment that the 3.0 S brand, that insurances were going to start not covering it this year because they considered it, what people are doing is it's usually used for diabetes treatment, but someone had figured out that it's really good for weight loss. So doctors have been prescribing it for weight loss and not diabetic reasons. Now, that's nothing wrong with what they're doing. That was an approved FDA whatever thing. That wasn't something that doctors just decided, obviously. But in the new year, a lot of insurances were going to decline it because they consider it a cosmetic thing, not a health concern. So, like, if you want to lose weight, it really does work, but they consider it an unnecessary cost, so they don't want to cover it. Because they're going to consider it a cosmetic thing, and so they don't want to cover it anymore. So I'm assuming that kind of carried over a little bit to like the Victoza, and that's also why it's not getting approved. I don't think it's per se because of insurance I chose. I have a feeling it just kind of carried over into that brand eventually as well, that it wasn't just the 3.0 brand, and I think Victoza was also getting that too. So I think the health insurance companies kind of caught up on their stuff, and they were like, yeah, I don't think we want to pay for that. So as of today, I don't have, let's see, today is the 18th of January. So as of today, wow, that's a lot of snow on the road anyway. Must have come off a truck. Anyway, so as of today, I don't have any refills for Victoza. So I only have like 3/4 of a pen left, which is probably going to be like 5 or 6 doses, maybe. So I don't want to end up getting off this prescription cold turkey because it can make you nauseous. It can, there's some, I don't want to say withdrawal, but I mean, your body just kind of go, ah! So I'm going to wean myself off of it over the next couple days, just so my system doesn't freak out as much. So I went from a 1.8 to a 1.2 dose today. I think I can do that part cold turkey and just kind of go down a notch, not, do that for a day or two, like maybe about 2 days, and then go to a 0.6 until it runs out. Just kind of wean myself off it, so hopefully my system doesn't freak out as much. So it's kind of nice that I put in the refill when I did, just so I don't have to stop cold turkey, because the company usually does say that it's not really the best option to do it that way. So at least I got that going for me. So let's talk about weight loss after this. So weight loss in general has been a struggle for me. I think I've been my heaviest at, I think I have hit 345 at some point. Whether that was during a period of weight, water, whatever. I think I've hit a 345 at some point. So that's the biggest I've ever been, and that was probably hit that like 2 or 3 years ago at some point. So I've been dancing around the 340 for probably quite a bit, probably like at least a year or more. Been dancing around the 340, 345 range. So as of today with the Victoza and whatnot, I had lost 15 pounds or so when I was at the 3.0 dose on this Victoza. That was before we figured out that you weren't supposed to go that high. But when I was on a 3.0 dose, I lost like 15 pounds in like 3 months. So it was like 5 pounds a month. It was fantastic. Like I miss it. I wish I could have continued with that. Like, And you're probably saying, YayKay, how much would it cost to buy that out of pocket? And I think the last set I looked at, it was like 3 pens for $1,500. Yeah, that's, yeah, But anyway, my doctor said I could shop around, because there are some brands that are offering trial offers, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to poke around at least on that. I'll let you know if I find something. But, so anyway, I lost 15 pounds or so. So I've been hovering around 330 forever. The Victoza's really helped me maintain what I'm at, but I haven't really lost anything since I started the Victoza. But I haven't gained it back either. It's helped me maintain. So not completely useless either. So today I weighed myself at 327.2. So today I'm 327.2. And I'm going to go, like I said, I have to figure out something in the meantime. So I'm going to try, I was doing like this Herbalife thing for a while. And I'm doing it for weight loss, but I'm kind of doing it for budgeting too, because it's like, yeah, if I had $1,500 to get this med, I would probably shell it out, because it works. It really had worked for me. So if I could have found a 3.0 dose somewhere, some brand, I would pop that cherry. Like, it totally works. Totally works. Like, you're not as hungry, you get full faster. Like, there's just so many bennies to it. But since I'm pre-diabetic, I am worried about my health. So I'm trying to do the Herbalife stuff. It's basically a shake program. Big surprise. It is a pyramid scheme kind of guy, but I feel like the products are really good. I know, like, there's a couple, I can go into the whole Herbalife crap of, what I think about the pyramid scheme and all that, and like some of the shops and whatever. Maybe I'll just do a video later on that, on just like my experience thus far. Just for funsies, just for informational use only. I have nothing against the pyramid scheme. I don't even know why they call it a scheme. I mean, some people will know exactly what they're getting into, and they're making out money. If they want to make money, they can make money. Not shunning that. I'm actually not shunning that, so just to be clear. But, so anyway, I'll do that in a different video. But I'm going to do the Herbalife for a little while, because since I'm pre-diabetic, I'm worried about my blood sugar. And these shakes really help you keep that kind of under control. I think it would be healthy for me to do that for a while in general. Because that program, basically, you would have a shake for lunch, a shake for breakfast, and then you would have like a healthy, balanced dinner, and that's pretty much the program. And the shakes are actually really satisfying. They have, I won't go into this whole like Herbalife thing for now, but that's what I'm going to try for a while. I'm going to order some new products today because I haven't ordered in over a year. But I have been using it, even during this whole Victoza stuff, I've been having like a shake. Every time I would do my pull tab gig, that's what I've been eating for a meal, is one of the Herbalife shakes with peanut butter and jelly Uncrustable sandwich. Because I need like the physical food part sometimes mentally to be satisfied. So that's kind of like my little, segue of like, yeah, that way I'm eating actual food. I can just grab and go. I don't have to refrigerate it because there's no refrigeration services at my tab job, So whatever I bring, it has to be able to be cold, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, so I've been, doing the Herbalife thing. What is it? It's like 2 or 3 times a week, and that's it. But now I'm going to try to do it every day, because partly it's a budget thing, too. Like, I have to budget for a while. Like, I got new bills coming in that started this year. So, like, I have to pay, I got on my sewer line done last year that I got to start paying on. There's a house loan I took out last year. I got to start paying on that. And then this health insurance bill. So I have 3 new bills in 2024 that I have to start factoring into my life. So doing this Herbalife thing will also help me budget more on food and things like that, because I eat out all the frickin' time, because it's an addiction of mine to eat out and have food and have someone cook for me. So I hate cooking, which we've covered. Hate it. So anyway, so my workout partner also wanted to, her doctor had also asked her to start doing workouts 3 times a week, and we've been doing 2. So I'm trying to help her with that too by supplementing a 3rd day in also, to meet with her. So we're going to see if working out 3 times a week and doing this Herbalife thing for a while, we're going to see what that does. So I'm going to start that today/tomorrow. And again, I think it's like the 18th today or something like that. So 327.2 today is what I weighed in on. So that's where we're at. Not retaining water or anything, so I think that's the actual weight I'm at. So that's where we're going to start. So I will update you more. I'll keep shopping about these shots and stuff on this Victoza and this other comp product. I'll see if I can find any options for us for the future, because maybe 6 months from now I can be a little more financially stable and I can throw some money in for something like that. We will just see. We will see. So so that's the Victoza update. Hopefully that all made sense. And I will talk at you guys soon, and have a wonderful day. It might actually have sun today. It's so bright. The future's so bright, we gotta wear shades. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.